I did an interview with the CEO and founder of the tech company I work for. If you don't know me, I'm a full-time software engineer here in Japan. I used to be an English teacher. I was an English teacher for like 5 years and got tired of it and started learning how to code. I'm going to show some key moments of the interview and give some extra commentary. If you want to see the whole thing, you can go to the company YouTube channel. I'll put it in the comments down below. So let's get into it. How did you get your first job as a software engineer?
My first job is SES. Japanese say SES. 派遣で仕事をもらいました。
What was the salary like at that job?
いくらぐらいだったかな ?22 万円ぐらい。
Was that considered like an okay salary at that time for software engineers?
悪くはなかったかな。I'm beginner.
Yeah.
I was beginner.
Yeah. You will see a lot of jobs in Japan with this starting salary, even for software engineers. This is kind of just like a typical start out salary for any industry. That's 220,000 Japanese yen, which if you convert it into US dollars, the exchange rate is really bad right now. So it's going to look pretty bad, but basically it feels like having a little over $2,000 a month, but actually it's better than that because, well, you would have to consider rent being only about $400 or $500 a month. If you convert the rent that I'm paying in my 2-story house here, it's like $300 and something a month. So this sounds really low, but it's actually a normal starting salary for people in Japan, and you can survive. You can survive on this. Not thrive, but survive only. Does someone need a college or university degree to become a software engineer?
Maybe no. But, 日本の大きい会社で仕事をする場合は必要です。でもフリーランスとか小さい会社、うちの会社みたいな、ファンダスタみたいな小さい会社でエンジニアをするんだったら必要はないですね。
Most of the people in the company I work for do not have degrees, and he even briefly mentions that there's at least one person in our company who didn't go to high school. A lot of people in our company went to like a vocational school for a year or two, or they did a coding boot camp. What is the most important thing for getting an interview? Because we have the resume, the portfolio website, personal projects.
Individual project or portfolio. But, 一番いいのは、ベストは、project.
Just to add on to what he said here, to get an interview, you're gonna have to do something to make yourself stand out. You have to be very creative with how you are doing your job search. And like he said here, getting an interview, you've got to show that you have the skills. So that's going to require projects and a portfolio. But even more important than that is you have to have the skills for the interview. So you have to be able to solve coding challenges. So it doesn't matter how good your project or portfolio is. If you get into the interview and you just freeze up during the coding challenge and completely fail it, you can't get the job, obviously. They make their portfolio website using a template, or maybe they use a CMS like Webflow or something. Is that okay, or should they code it out by hand?
やっぱり自分で作るに越したことはない。で、ファンダスタは技術の面談をしてます。だからポートフォリオでどれだけいいものが作られてたとしても、あれってなる人は取らない。採用できない。だから大体その人のレベルは実際に目の前でやってもらえばなんとなくわかるので、だからポートフォリオは重要だけど、だからといってポートフォリオだけを自分の作ったものじゃないもので、固めても、ファンダスタでは多分見破られる。
We do a portfolio review of a guy I met from an Osaka web developers group, and I'm not sure if we got a straight answer about the whole issue of the using a template or not using a template. I made my portfolio page just plain HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, no frameworks or anything, no Bootstrap or anything like that. And, I think part of building those skills to be a developer is making your portfolio website. It shows to the company that you are motivated enough to actually put the time in to code something out by hand like that. I'm a code it out by hand kind of guy, so maybe I'm a little biased about it. Some people who are like over the age of 30, they are worried about
う
trying to
ん。
find a job in Japan, especially if they're changing careers.
うん。確かに。違う業界から、エンジニアになりたいって言って入ってくる人は、やっぱり30歳を境になかなか取ってもらえなくなる。もうこれは本当外国人に限らず日本人でもそう。なので、その不安はもう仕方がないことだと諦めてもらうか、年齢を言い訳にしない情熱を持って勉強してもらうか、パッション。
I didn't write a single line of code until I was over 30 years old. Age is not a thing. I think one of my coworkers also changed careers around the age of 40. One of the guys working at our company. Age is not an issue. Just forget about it. Throw that idea out of your mind. Just focus on your skills. That's all you have to focus on. If you get the skills and then you can present your skills, then you will get a job. That's it for my commentary on the interview, but I hope the information is helpful for you all, and that's it. So let's keep going hard in the code. All right, see you guys later.